Hi everyone, welcome to Bayberry Hall. This is where I dormed for second semester of freshman year, and I'm going to be giving you guys a little tour of my room and show you around the apartments of Csun. I lived in the first floor of this building in the first door, ironically. It's room 8104. We have these little electronic key cards that you just insert like a little hotel, and it gives you access to your room and other features of living at the dorms. As you can see, there's two little paths, one leading into the dining room and the kitchen, and the other is going to be to the bathroom and the rooms itself. But to start off this tour, we're going to be going into the dining room and kitchen. It tends to get pretty dark in the dorm, so I'm going to turn on the lights real quick, and hello ceiling titty. But here is the table that we have. There's 4 seats for each of the girls living in the apartments. To the right of that, we have this little living space where we have many little tables where we keep lamps or just to lounge around, alongside some sofas and couches, all of which are very uncomfortable for the strangest reason. It feels like you're sitting on cardboard. Here are some little string lights that belong to one of the girls living at the dorms. She just put them over the blinds leading into the balcony, and it was such a cute little feature and added a lot of character to what feels like such a dull jail cell. As you open the door, we have all access to the balcony, and it's not much of a balcony if you're on the first floor. It's just a little square of nature. But yeah, we have this little door right here, which my roommate often hotboxed in, so memories. It also looks like the site of a murder scene, so there's that. I like to think that my view is pretty nice from where I was living. You can see the coffee shop that was right across from us, and they had nice little lights that lit up in the night with some palm trees. You can always see the sunset when it was golden hour, so yeah, it was a moment. But let's head back in and we'll get to the kitchen part of the tour. Here we are. We have the basic amenities: microwave, cabinets, stove, oven, refrigerator, the sink, and all that. It's kind of a mess, but we each had our own little section where we kept our personal belongings, spoons, forks, and of course food. But yeah, this is where I spent a lot of my time if I was not studying for finals or crying about my grade. And having a kitchen is like one of the highlights of the apartment, because the other dorms do not offer it, and you have to buy a meal card, which is like $3,000. So no thank you. If we head back, we're gonna head into that one walkway that we entered from, and here it's just like a bunch of closet space, whether they contained old bags or boxes from moving in, the vacuums, mops, and the brooms. It was just pretty boring space, but we did have an AC, which thank God. It can get very hot around the summer and springtime. I personally didn't keep anything in these closets just because they're so accessible, and if you saw my last video, you know a bunch of my stuff got stolen. So yeah, this is pretty basic. But if we do a little turn around here, we're gonna be at the bathroom and shower station. Fortunately, the rooms were separated because I know a lot of the time one of the girls would be hogging up the space and would take hours in the showers. But yeah, here is the shower room. It has a basic shower head, the curtain, and these little stands to keep all of our shampoos, razors, and conditioners. Heading back out is where we have our sinks and 3 pretty big mirrors where I took a bunch of outfit pictures. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you might recognize this. Excuse the mess on the counters. If it was up to me, they would be completely cleaned and everything would be in the storage underneath, but they were my roommates and I couldn't really interfere. Anywho, this is the bathroom where we have a nice old toilet, a plunger, toilet cleaner, and some toilet paper, and it's a toilet. That's all I gotta say. The hallway headed towards the room is where I did actually keep most of my hygiene products like shaving cream, deodorant, and lotion, and I wasn't really worried about those being stolen just because they're too personal. I would hope they didn't touch them on their own. At least that's what you would think. But Here's the room, guys. I'm gonna start off with the desk area. The first drawer is where I had a bunch of my electronics and earphones, wires, cables. Underneath that was more school-based supplies, so I kept my class notebooks and pencils and storage on the bottom. The opposite side is where I kept all of my clothes. I had shirts, socks, underwear, leggings, and pajama pants all stored away neatly in the drawers. Just besides that was my bed, and before we get into the details of that, I had these cool like little shelves where I kept a lot of my memories, whether that's photos or cool sunglasses, and it was just my personal little space where I kind of got to express myself and do a little decorating moment. Just besides that was our window. It had the same blinds as the one in the living room and just about the same aerial view as the balcony. Here's a quick little glimpse of my roommate Michelle's side. I don't want to show too much because everything belonged to her and she didn't know that I was filming this video on the day that I did. Without getting into too much detail about the closet just because of how unorganized I had it, I just stored my sweaters, shoes, and pants in a very messy manner. Back to the bed space that I briefly mentioned earlier. My bed was raised really high for some reason, and although I didn't mind it, it was kind of a hassle. I felt like I was in the Olympics. I always had to keep a night mask because my roommate kept her little lanterns on, and I can't sleep with light on. I don't know about you guys. What did keep me up though was shows on Netflix, and as you guys can see, I had my TV right there and my cozy blankets, so I was up all night doing all these movie marathons. That was all for the completed tour of my dorm at Csun. I hope you guys enjoyed, found this entertaining. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you for a video next time.